Aquarius is a project to develop an explosive sensor, a sensor which is specifically designed to detect the presence of explosives. And this would be used as a confirmation sensor in mine clearance work. So you might have gone over the ground with a metal detector or a GPR system, identified some object or alarm which gives you reason to believe there may be a landmine present. What the Aquarius is for is to then go there and tell you whether or not there is really explosives present.
Nuclear quadropole resonance is a radio frequency technique, and in a nutshell it sends out radio frequencies, and these interact with the material in the ground, and if there is an explosive material in the ground, that will react to that radio frequency by actually responding with a radio frequency that is particular to that explosive material.
It's a bit like radio stations on your dial. You only find a particular radio station at a particular place on your dial. And in this context, the radio station is the explosive. So when we search at a particular frequency, if the explosive is present, we will get a response at that frequency. And we won't get a response if the explosive isn't present, and it will be a response at a different frequency if a different material is present.
So metal detectors are being used at the moment, and they're very useful in this context. They give you a very quick response to what is kind of lurking in the ground. However, metal detectors can only detect metal. So for every shrapnel, for every piece of metal in the ground, they react, they give a signal, whether it is a landmine or not. So here our system is very different because it actually detects the explosive in the landmine. We have developed a number of systems. So we have already developed a trolley type system that can be brought into the field, and there attached to this we have handheld detectors which can be placed over the ground where we expect landmines.
The challenge of the project going forward is to do that in the kind of rugged environments we will encounter in mine clearance, and B, and much more particularly, to allow non-experts to do that, where it can be read in a very simple yes-no, red light, green light format. But behind that is an awful lot of signal processing and decision making. And we need to get that to the point where we can be confident that when we say it's a red light, there really is explosive present. And when we say there's a green light, almost more importantly, that there isn't explosive present and it is safe to proceed. This is an area where the commercial activity is low because it's designed to operate in areas where there isn't necessarily a large economic benefit outside of the region itself to operate. So it needs players like Find a Better Way to fund this activity, because basically there's no one else doing it.
I'm Kaspar Althoefer. I'm helping to find a better way.
I'm Jeremy Barris, and I'm helping to find a better way.